There are K-pop fans, and then there are Jenny Oh and Maggie Ong. The duo have brought their infatuation with all things South Korean by bringing a little bit of Seoul to Singapore. For 7 days, the duo organized Anyong Seoul, a Korean fair at Bukit Panjang Plaza. The event featured live cooking demonstrations, dance performances, and even makeup secrets. And over and above all that, the pair even hosted the 7-day event by themselves. We catch up with them to find out what exactly drives them crazy over Korea. And I'm here at Anyong Seoul, here at Bukit Panjang Plaza with two of its organizers, and we have Maggie and we have Jenny. Thanks for joining me on the show, guys.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
You guys are undoubtedly fans of K-pop culture, but what is the craziest thing you've ever done to show your support for like Korean pop culture?
Organized this fair. Basically, we can't go to Seoul, so we just bring Seoul back to Singapore, and we want to spread the love of Korea to everyone.
Okay, I know it's been a crazy few days organizing this festival. Maybe Jenny can tell me how the whole idea of this festival came about.
I guess it started last year when both of us sat down and we were talking about our trips back to Seoul, to Korea and all the trips, and we kind of like missed Korea, and we were just talking about it and we thought that it probably would be a good idea to have a fair because nothing of this sort has been organized before, and we felt if we were interested in it, there should be people interested in such a fair as well, and that's how the idea came about.
Instead of us spending the money and going to Seoul every other month, we decided to bring Seoul to Singapore. This is how the whole thing came about. And yeah, it's pretty much what you see here. Very much organic. So you see all sorts of things springing up from all over the place. That's the Korean spirit, I think.
How many times have you guys been to Korea?
8.
6.
Their K-craze wasn't a recent lifestyle change for the duo, with the interest beginning about 10 years ago. In 2002, Jenny and a few friends started a fan club for Korean actor Bae Yong Joon of Winter Sonata fame. Calling themselves Joon's family, it was through this forum Maggie met Jenny.
It was started by a group of us. That was at his peak because he's just finished the drama Winter Sonata, and we started a fan club then, and we just for the pure interest of it, with no thinking about winter, inviting him, whatever. But of course, then the following year, he did come to Singapore to promote his movie. And then, of course, a lot of us met online as with fan clubs. And then we met, and then we was just not online friends, we just became friends.
The fan club has since moved from an online forum to Facebook. Both Maggie and Jenny currently have blogs that talk about all things Korean, like the time Jenny braved cold conditions just to catch Bae Yong Joon on set.
Of course, about 4 years ago, Bae Yong Joon then was filming his drama, Taewon Sachingi, and the group of us, from the fan club, we went on this trip to catch him filming. It was on the last day of filming, and it was in this really wide open space in the middle of nowhere. And when I mean nowhere, it's really nowhere, because to go to the toilet, you take a bus for about 50 minutes, 20 minutes to go to the toilet. So it was really out, because they were filming the battle scene, so it was really wide open space. And it was in the middle of winter. So we were freezing, so we were there from the morning until the evening, and we basically saw him like about 4 times in the car.
How is the K-pop craze different from when you guys started until now, with like a newer generation of kids so taking upon K-pop as their own,
I think it's really different. Back in the beginning, people are only just watching K-drama, and that's it. Now it's expanded to music as well. As you can see, every month there's like more than one K-pop star landing on our shores, and ticket prices are like not cheap, and they all sell out. At the same time, like what Jenny has mentioned, it's also the fashion. Notice how the Singaporean girls that dress now, they're so dressy and freely and everything. That's Korean style. Even makeup. I think the women will probably associate this better, because back just 5 years ago, if you open up your medicine cabinet, you will only see skincare brands from Japan, from Europe. Now, open it up, it's all the Korean brands. So I think a revolution has actually taken place. K-pop has taken over the world. I really believe that. Yeah.
You guys are actually bringing also Korean books, so maybe you can tell us like what are some of the books you bring in, and why bringing this sort of literature in?
Actually, the books was started by me at least about 5 years ago, and I started it because I was learning Korean, and there weren't any books, or not many books available then. It was very frustrating because every time anybody goes to Korea, we could say, "Can you please go to the bookshop and buy that dictionary, buy that textbook?" So I because I was in this line previously, and I spoke to a couple of bookshop managers and says, would you think you'd be supporting it? And they said, yes, let's give it a try. Because K-pop or Korean wave was on the rise then. So that's how I started the business bringing. So currently the books, I bring in not just for this, but actually I'm already distributing them to the bookshops. Like at Kinokuniya, Page One, and some of the products like HMV, Compass Connection, and Pokim. So some of the products are already there.
Jenny assured us that their interest and passion for all things K-pop doesn't mean they will want to live there, but are happy to spread their love for the culture right here in Singapore. Maggie did, however, explain the evolution of what drives their passion.
I think we've grown from being just a BYJ fan to a K-pop fan and to a full-fledged Korean fan. So you just love everything about it. So I don't know what drives it, but basically it's part of our DNA already.